Drizzly, miserable day here today in Richmond, Virginia. It's in the 60s today. It's going to be 60s tomorrow. All drizzly. September the 16th, 2025, Tuesday. This is your message. A couple of celebrity sports deaths to point out just happened yesterday and today. Eddie Giacomin, a Hall of Fame NHL goalie for Mr. Met's New York Rangers, my Rangers, and the Detroit Red Wings, EMG's team, has passed away at 86. He was a Hall of Famer in the National Hockey League. Also passing away today at the age of 89, Robert Redford was in one of his first credits was 1962 Twilight Zone, Nothing in the Dark. Good episode. And when his first film was the same year, War Hunt, 1962. Of course, he was in a slew of other great movies like Barefoot in the Park, 1967. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969. The Sting, 1973. All the President's Men, 1976. Out of Africa, 1985. Won one Oscar for Best Director, Ordinary People, 1980. And also directed A River Runs Through It, 1992. Directed a lot of other movies. Truth, 2015. He was in that. Rest in peace, Robert Redford. Lived a long, healthy life. Gone at 89. It's a big one. All right, today's water temperature at the beach area is 73.4, so a half degree lower than yesterday. It's supposed to level out. It's supposed to level off for the next week or so around that same temperature. So I've been talking about how low it is compared to years before. Today's date in 2018, it was 81 degrees. But compared to last year, it's not that much lower than last year. So we'll see what happens tonight and tomorrow night. Those are going to be telling nights because we have a couple of cool days before it heats up again a little on Thursday. So we'll see. Well, Thursday morning, I think, will be kind of our telltale for how things are going to play out from here at the beach area. Last night's feature presentation, this one picked by Darth Vader. Crime of the Age, 1988. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Getting into the Cristiano films. Crime of the Age, 1988 is the third film in the kind of like the trilogy, the first three films in the Cristiano catalog. He had three short films. The Daylight Zone, 1986. The Pretender, 1987. And Crime of the Age, 1988. And I did a full review on this one the exact time as last year. So if you want to check that out on the Frank Addington channel. Crime of the Age stars Keith Salter, Mike Smith. There you go, Smith. There's an easy one to remember. Molly Posey. Randy Storm. That's a woman. Robert Flack. Andrea Harper. And then two more. It's got two of Keith's boys from The Pretender, his buddies, Donnie Keshwartz, who was Nick in The Pretender and also was in The Sopranos, and Jack McAney, who is Richard, the guy he befriends later in The Pretender. So both of those guys are also in Crime of the Age, 1988. So great to see that film. The first viewing of that in this year of movie watching. It doesn't have a place as far as a must-watch in any season. If anything, it should be in June season, because it has to do with a camp, a Bible camp opening up. I guess it could be July too, but I don't put it in an official place because I know I'm going to watch it twice a year, and so that's one down. It's usually September. Cristiano season. It's the unofficial season of right now, the end of summer, beginning of fall season of movie watching, which is down to 24 days. Okay, so we have 24 days left until Horror Fest, 24 days left in the 30-day horror fast. No horror movies. We're doing a lot of family and Christian films. So, Crime of the Age, 1988, Last Night's Future presentation. It's got pizza in it, guys. If you check it out, it's got pizza in it. And clocks in at about 32 minutes. Okay, so check that one out if you haven't already. All right, 3 must-watches still on the board for this season. The Pretender, 1987. The Appointment, 1991. Coming up this week. And Beyond and Back, 1978. So, 1 must-watch every 8 days. We should be able to do that. Week 2 of the National Football League season is now in the books. Last night, this exciting game in Houston, Buccaneers. How about that? Buccaneers winning that in the last... on that last drive with about 5 seconds left, getting that touchdown. Incredible. What an incredible game. Houston, 0-2. Wowee, Bucks 2-0. So that is... If the Colts are the kind of the possible fraud team this year, then the team that... The best 0-2 team... by far, I think it's the Houston Texans. So they got a winnable game next week, but it's kind of a must win. They can't go 0-3. All right. So, man. And then in the later game, well, Darth did not show up for afternoon trivia, and that ended up being his demise because there was that Chargers roster at Bear Scott Stadium, which tilted the scales. And after that, it was a pretty easy pick. Chargers win to close out week 2. They're 2-0. Raiders are 1-1. Told you they'd lose. They'll be 2-1 next week. All right, guys. No fear, Raider fan. You'll be 2-1. All right, so here we go. One for All the Marbles will be coming up. And it's going to be... We're going to have like 3 films. The Pretender, Pamela's Prayer, and Late One Night. Pamela's Prayer, 1998, is our current leprosy pick. Okay, so we're going to continue with Cristiano movies today. Get ready for One for All the Marbles and trivia. Later, guys.